E aí, como é que vocês estão? Pra quem não me conhece, eu sou Dusky e sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo de Genshin Impact, dessa vez com a nova atualização Fontaine. Acabou de chegar agora, o tanto de coisa que tem pra fazer aqui, velho. Mano! Tem co... Ah, tá, aqui é o boss novo. Dois bosses novos que tem aqui. Ali, a gente consegue ganhar de graça, né? A gente consegue ganhar de graça. Convidar? Pera aí, o quê? Como é que... Já começa assim? Já vamos... Não, beleza, vamos começar com ela então. O problema é, eu acho que eu não tenho um negócio pra buildar ela, né? Acabou de chegar. Tá, já vamos trocar aqui. Ah, é. Pegar o e-mail. Vamos trocar aqui. Não. Nossa, velho. Ô, gostei, tá? Fala, velho, eu gostei. Tá, mas quem é que eu vou tirar aqui, cara? Mano, eu acho que eu não vou tirar ninguém, velho. Porque não tem como eu upar ela de qualquer jeito aqui agora. Mas acho que eu vou deixar ela aqui no lugar do protagonista. Só pra eu ver como ela vai ser, né? Depois eu troco ela aqui de volta. Nossa, o tanto de personagem aqui.
Is it time for a magic show?
Cara, eu gostei da nossa na nova tela de seleção de personagem. Tá o mapa. Vamos abrir o mapa, olha o tanto de coisa que tem ali, velho. Meu Deus. Uma reputação de Liu, Inazuma, reputação... Nossa senhora, tem coisa pra cacete aqui. Tá, a gente vai pra cá. Daqui a gente vai pra Fontaine. Eu vou só ver o que mais tem aqui. Ah, domínio, legal. Aqui é o banner. Cara, eu não sei se eu vou pegar o gêmeo.
Is ready?
Eu sei lá,
Now it's
velho.
time for a short rest.
Talvez não. Já vamos aqui, já vamos deixar tudo marcado. É, pô, eu vim pra cá. Pô, beleza então. A nova personagem já tá aqui. Vamos aproveitar já pra upar ela. Já vamos antecipar as coisas aqui, velho. Se der pra upar, vamos upar. Vamos pegar tudo que tem que pegar aqui. Pronto. Deixa eu vir pra cá. Ué. Ícones. Oh! A vez de você virar um mapa ponto de teleporte domínios e outros lugares com este ícone. Isso significa que o local não está na superfície e para visualizar no mapa, você precisará desbloquear um nível do mapa correspondente. Ah! A tabela indicador de níveis, que aparece do lado direito do mapa, você poderá mudar um nível dentro do mesmo conjunto de níveis do mapa, ou selecionar o ícone superior para voltar ao mapa da superfície. Ao usar um mapa por níveis, os ícones que indicam os níveis serão exibidos em um cor azul clara. Se o marcador do mapa, por exemplo, o alvo de missão, área, alvo de evento, etc., não estiver no nível atual do mapa, esse marcador será indicado com uma linha tangente. Ah, bolei tudo ali agora. Quando em uma área do mapa houver diferentes pisos e você já está neles anteriormente, poderá mudar para o mapa correspondente através dos indicadores de nível localizados no lado direito. Ah, agora é assim, agora melhorou. Bom, vamos pra cá então, vamos com ela mesmo, depois eu toco de volta pro protagonista. Provavelmente vão ter alguns cortes aí durante a edição, porque por algum motivo aqui costuma passar carro de madrugada junto na hora que eu estou gravando. Isso me incomoda um pouco.
Good old caravan rebot. Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here? Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's
Eu acho que é porque a gente
consciousness
tava
had
sendo
been trapped by
perseguido.
the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Boa memória, Peppa. Acho que podemos ter acabado aqui em algum momento
So much
antes.
time has already passed since then, and it seems
Aí antes me
Sumeru is
pergunta, eu
changing for the
costumo
better now
ler
that Nahita's in
as falas
charge, right?
do protagonista, tá? Não
Paimon
me
just
julguem
hopes
por
this
isso.
peace will
Eu me
last
sinto
a
mais imersivo.
long time, and then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Sim, contanto que estejamos... Porra, eu ler rápido também não ajuda. Sim, contanto que estejamos por perto, fica difícil dizer o que vai acontecer.
Guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because
É
of
claro que eu tô
you.
muito animado, porque eu tô todo embolado aqui agora na hora de falar as frases. Eu estava pensando que talvez a Paimon possa ser o problema.
Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out.
Eu ia falar isso, que a gente acabou de pescar ela.
Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Faz uma parada Fontaine.
Look who it is. Running into you in a place like
De
this.
ria.
I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway?
Nós estávamos nos preparando para sair de Sumero. Vamos para Fontaine.
Huh? You serious?
Eu não gostei muito do olhar desse cara.
Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
Ah, aquele cara ali atrás dele que olhou torto pra gente.
Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
Bem, a gente tem uma habilidade de teleporte. Até que terminar nossas preparações. Jornadas deveriam ser espontâneas.
Wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Eu acho que não podia faltar isso, né? Sair de algum lugar sem pão falar de comida.
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this.
Por que eu sinto que esse cara vai causar problemas pra mim no
Now that
futuro?
I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita?
Bem, se tratando dela, mesmo que não falamos, ela vai saber pelos sons. Cara, eu tô todo embolado hoje, velho. Meu Deus.
Good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Ok, até a próxima, Derria.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
A gente vai automaticamente? Pô, beleza. Acho que o lado bom disso daqui é que quem começou a jogar agora só precisa terminar Mustang e pode dar teleporte pra cá. Opa, fotografia não pode faltar. E agora? Cara, eu já vim. Ah, tá. Eu conheço onde é que é esse lugar. Pô, não tem nenhuma merda de descida aqui. É só queda, literalmente. Ou talvez tivesse e eu só pulei. Ah, fazer o quê? Essa casa aqui é nova, hein? Deixa eu ver. Cara, só aproveitar que eu tô aqui. Daqui é inimigo? Não, né? Não é animal. Não, ela... ela se esconde, velho, quando ela me vê. Ué, tartaruga, sai daí. Ué, sai daqui. Você se escondeu por quê? Não tá, entendi não. Ô, isso daqui eu acho uma... Oh, ela é boa pra exploração, hein? A ult não tem como eu ver agora, né? Vou ter que esperar um pouco. Cara, pera aí, eu posso... Não posso nadar aqui, não? Eu não mergulho aqui. Ah, é só lá dentro, né, de Fontaine. Putz. Mano, esses barcos, tem alguma coisa? Não, não tem. Cara, eu gosto... Vou ser sincero que eu gostei muito de Fontaine por causa da temática steampunk que ele tem. Ah, não, que daí não há hidróculo não, né? Ai, meu Deus, quero nem ver quantos desses troços tem por aqui, velho. Eu não quero nem ver. Vou nem pegar agora. Ei! Ei, coelho! Coelho, 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 coelho. Ei, ei. Oh, isso daqui não, coelho. Ok. Ó, foi sem querer, acho que eu ganhei alguma coisa sem querer. Eu ganhei. Concha de cristal azul. Recompensa. Tá bom. Ok. A estátua do 7 provavelmente tá lá em cima. Pô, achei que ele ia ser um personagem importante. Barco? Cara, achei que daria ser um personagem importante, mas não é um NPC. Posso. Hoje eu... Ah, eu tenho que subir. Eu achei que daria abrir, velho. Vambora. Opa, oh. Eu sei lá, entre pegar o Linneu ou não, eu ainda tô indo, porque eu não curto muito personagem arqueiro, tá ligado? Eu falo isso, mas eu gosto da Colin. Ô, hipocrisia. Assim, vamos ver. Eu vou esperar pra eu ver primeiro o modo história. Quero ver com... Fazer igual que eu fiz com o Ito. O Ito praticamente eu testei ele, depois eu fui ver o modo história dele, personalidade dele. Vamos fazer ele aí. Vou pegar os personagens que eu gosto. Dane-se o meta. Não ligo pro meta. Esperando pelo... Quê? Oh! Isso aqui é um ônibus? Pera, mas a estátua do 7. Ah, tá ali atrás. A missão não contou, a missão ainda tá contando ali atrás, velho. Eu achei que eu tinha que subir aqui. Beleza. A estátua do 7 brilha normalmente, não é? Ah, eu acho que a água está falando comigo. Nossa, pô, deu um montão de diálogo no modo aleatório. Você solitário ir para a água sozinho. Acho que só em Sumero e agora aqui em Fontaine que teve diálogo na estátua do 7. Oh, benção de Fontaine. Uma energia divina misteriosa que saiu da estátua lhe deu uma benção do Hydro. Se você estiver nas grandes águas de Fontaine, seu caminho estará livre. Ah, agora eu posso nadar? Mas eu tenho que descer de volta aqui pra trás. A missão não contou por algum motivo. Ela realmente não contou, velho. Qual é? Era só chegar de barco aqui.
Water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
Pô, tem um mecha ali, hein? Mais ou menos o que eu ouvi antes também. É muito diferente do que imaginei. Tá me deixando uma impressão bem diferente.
Seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think? Good
Arconte
idea.
Hydro.
Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Essa viagem é para eu encontrar minha irmã. E também para descobrirmos a
The
verdade.
more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means.
Bem, pelo que a gente viu no trailer, acho que sim, mas beirando por não.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family.
Alguém morreu por acaso?
I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but
Ah, não.
notice you standing here listening.
Lembrei. Teatro.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Não, realmente aconteceu alguma coisa.
Like a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? In what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
Cara, olha só as roupas desse personagem, velho.
Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
O tribunal fica dentro de uma casa de ópera. Os caras são um gênio. Então ele vem e julgamento como um tipo de ópera.
Shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette. As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Arconte. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Dispositivo de julgamento criado pela Arconte. Então essa é a nação da justiça?
Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Marcar horário? Tempo disponível?
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get
O que eu acho engraçado é que Mustang... Eu acho que eu falei errado, mas... Vamos lá.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon.
O que eu acho engraçado é que Mustang, Liu e Inazuma... Tá, Inazuma agora mudou um pouquinho, mas Mustang e Liu... Os caras mantêm em segredo quem eles são realmente. Inazuma, dane-se, ele... Inazuma agora eles sabem quem é Arconte, assim, eles sempre souberam. Sumero, eles prenderam Arconte. E aqui Arconte é super popular.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about.
Como assim?
You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Ah, é verdade, tem esse maluco lá também, né, na casa de ópera.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Parece que as pessoas de Fontaine gostam mesmo da Arconteado, mas eles não parecem reverenciá-la. Então é exatamente isso, cara. Os Sumeros literalmente cagaram e andaram para Arconte. Pelo menos a academia, né? Tem uma garota ali. Ela está parada sozinha há um bom tempo.
Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
O que a Linette tá fazendo? Epa! Linette verso.
Hello there.
fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about
Ela é mais
a place my brother and I would
introvertida, né,
play
velho?
when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Talvez ela seja uma sereia. Ou uma criatura aquática especial de Fontaine. Caramba, chegou assim ofendendo a menina. Assim, sereia eu acho que é um elogio, mas pô, criatura.
Though people call the waters around Fontaine a sea, it's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
Isso foi profundo até demais.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Uai, também sou famoso em todo lugar, hein?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Com você do meu lado, eu nem tenho o que falar, Paimon. Por que você rouba as palavras da minha boca? Cara, literalmente. Literalmente. Nosso protagonista basicamente não fala. Ele tem voz, mas ele passa o tempo inteiro calado. Quem fala na maioria da vida é a Paimon.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Que isso?
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now. Where
O que está
to
acontecendo?
begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Olá, Ninder. É um prazer conhecer você.
And hello, Paimon.
Oxi!
Paimon, get a handshake! You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Pera, essa é a forma que Fontaine faz amigos?
Alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
Agora a gente vai subir. Peraí, deixa eu voltar pro protagonista agora. Ah, essa tela é muito bonita, mano. Você é louco.
There's still a long road ahead.
Acho que eu vou sentir um pouco de saudade da antiga.
You said you were going to see
Yes,
Lady
yes.
Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Oh! Ela parece uma Sarah. Assim, não a Arconte, a outra. Esqueci o nome dela.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Ok.
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Eu estou achando isso suspeito demais.
Is she talking about us?
Ninguém aqui parece estar com uma taça.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
O olho dela! O olho dela!
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
E só de pensar que consegui ver uma Arconte com tanta facilidade.
Yeah. Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Ok, eu tô levando isso. Tá muito suspeito, cara.
How should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
Um pouco.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick
Ah,
of your
esse
finger for me
malandro.
to know everything about you.
Ok, então você não sabe de tudo. Foi esse dedo duro aí que te contou.
Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Eu sempre fico enfatizando que é uma deusa. Isso...
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Olha, madame, eu pergunto a mesma
what's all
coisa.
the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him.
Oh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Ixi, duelo.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this
Como é
traveler
que é?
from Neverland, just as you were hoping to see.
Uou, 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 uou. Calma aí.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Vem tranquilo. Os caras metam bem tranquilo. Lutar contra Deus é só outra segunda-feira pra mim. Caralho. Cara. Na moral, quem aqui foi responsável por colocar isso aqui? Eu quero apertar a mão desse maluco. Vem tranquilo. Vem afobar não, vem tranquilo, vem tranquilo. Olá. Eu não ia lutar contra a Arconte?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Deixa eu pensar. Eu enfrentei um dragão. Enfrentei uma hidra. Saí na mão com a Arconte Eletro. Espanquei 2 Fatuí. Não. Aqui realmente não estou com medo.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
É ela que quer duelar? Eu que sou errado aqui?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see, then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Eu vim pra cá pra ser preso?
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Não cometemos nenhum crime. A gente acabou de chegar, caramba.
Oh, on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
E qual seria?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Como que eu ia saber de uma regra dessa criatura?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
E aonde eu saí Tá bom, acho que eu tenha saído voando assim. Meio que eu saí do barco voando, então.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Ok, agora o motivo ficou mais idiota ainda.
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
O que você vai fazer, cara?
Ta-da!
Ah não, eu virei um ventrílogo.
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Foi quando ele bateu nas costas da Paimon. Oh!
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Sério isso?
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person.
É sério?
But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
Ah, coloca o Zhongli aqui então. Não, coloca o Zhongli aqui.
Your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Agradeço pela ajuda, Disney. Você deve ter adivinhado que isso
Don't
ia
mention
acontecer.
it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy.
A verdade, essa lei aqui é bem nada a ver, tá? Ser sincero mesmo. Quem é que colocou essa lei, velho? Pelo amor de Deus.
Now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
É, aquilo tudo foi bem confuso.
Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
É, se isso aí funcionar na vida real, ia ser uma bagunça.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Splendid.
Será um prazer.
In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Podemos ajudar em alguma
You
coisa?
really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is
Eu
that
que agora
supposed
das
to mean?
explicações de que o Sumério não é só através da Zine Cutscene, agora também pode ser utilizado de imagem, cara. Fez imagem muito bem feita, pra falar a verdade. Se não tivesse a legenda aqui, eu colocaria de wallpaper, velho.
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Mas agora a água engole nossas memórias aos poucos. E nós seremos os próximos.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is
Se a profecia
more
for
than a
verdade,
bit of rain.
não tem como prevenir esse desastre.
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Como assim diferente do que eles possam dizer? Até os guardas? Pô, tem um mecha ali, velho.
So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before.
A galera tá com um pensamento muito profundo aqui desde que eu cheguei em Fontaine.
Hi! You should probably still take it.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Eu espero que você esteja certo. Vai ser mecha aqui. Obrigado, não, vai tampar na mão com esse bicho aqui. Obrigado.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst, and thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the...
Ok. Cadê o bicho que tava só titando aqui agora há pouco? Ah, meu barco tá estacionado ali ainda. Cadê o coelho que não é um coelho? Ah, tem outro aqui.
I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now.
Ok. Vambora, mágico.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some interesting opinions.
É verdade, havia pessoas muito teimosas.
They'll change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Então estão por esse lado aqui. Quando vê, estão lá em cima. Não, não estão lá em cima. Vou coletar de boa? Eu tenho que usar as bolsas. Cadê elas? Olha, esse daqui ainda tá aqui. O evento nem tá... Pera aí. Ué? O negócio nem aqui mais tá, velho. Ok. Como é que eu coleto isso? Ah, eu percebi. Não. Morreu, mas... Aí complicou um pouco, eu não faço a mínima ideia como é que eu pego isso. Eu não vou ter que... Pera. Cadê ela? Não, não é isso.
You lead the way.
Over here.
Não. Peraí. Caramba. Aí. Deve ser o motivo mais idiota do mundo e eu tô aqui sofrendo. Deve ser um motivo muito idiota pra coletar isso, cara. Eu realmente precisava de um personagem Hydro, mas não necessariamente trocar o protagonista pro Hydro, cara. Ué, eu sabia que era um motivo muito idiota. Eu não tava conseguindo coletar, era só fazer isso. É só ter um personagem Hydro na equipe. Nossa, cara. Eu quase subi no elevador. O elevador demora muito pra descer.
I've also finished collecting a few here.
Cara, resolver rápido foi mais ou menos. Assim, rápido eu não posso garantir.
No way. I'm in power saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Ela vai roubar o cara.
Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief.
É, ela vai realmente roubar o
Magicians and
cara.
thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's right.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right, let's go.
Entendo. Pode deixar comigo. Mod Stealth em Fontaine. É isso aí. Ah, não tem mod Stealth não. Achei que tinha. Ah, nossa, o elevador demora muito pra descer. Ainda bem que eu vim aqui. Agora pra subir também é uma eternidade, meu amigo. Eu peço daqui pra descer ou deixo daqui subir? Ah, não vou deixar aí. Ah, eu vou aproveitar pra fazer. Deixa eu já trocar já o elemento do protagonista. Fez hora. Bem, já podemos ver que ela vai usar a espada, né? Pela estátua dela.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her?
É hora de pará-la. Pega, ladrão! Ah, não. Ah, não. Ah, essas coisas que os caras colocam. Os caras são demais, velho.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction. What should we do? Should we chase her?
Nosso dever é bloquear este caminho. O resto está com
You're
ele.
right. She might also be trying to lure us away. Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief.
Parece não haver mais motivo para a gente ficar aqui. Vamos encontrar ele. A gente vai ter que descer daqui. Não, eles estão aqui.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Linny?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
É só um tornozelo. Caramba. É só um tornozelo torcido, cara. Irmão, isso
If
dói.
you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief! Guess things turned out alright in the end, though. Lily's initiative paid off!
Alright, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Ok, agora sim a gente vai viajar com isso dali. Meu Deus!
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around! People in Fontaine really know how to use water!
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
Nossa, jogou na... Até o cachorro ali
No,
atrás.
that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
Não, a gente até ficou legal que você tem uma para. Você tem uma hydro nele.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Oh no!
Huh?
Charlotte.
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
Oh, I'd never guessed
Yeah,
I'd
Charlotte.
bump into you while riding the aqua bus. In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends!
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
Engraçado que eles são tudo na mesma nação, mas eles não se conhecem.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place.
Tipo, não que eles são obrigados a se conhecer, mas em nenhum momento eles se barraram.
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House.
Não, eu devo estar viajando, acho que isso é bem normal.
You could still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Isso parece mesmo que capturaria a atenção dos leitores. Mas não deve ser uma notícia que você vai ficar satisfeito.
Right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually. You mean the serial disappearances of young women case? That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird...
Eu acho que assim onde isso vai dar.
I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
Porque sempre tem um padrão.
Is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Então deve haver mais do que um criminoso agindo. Talvez os criminosos estão tentando imitar o crime.
But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Ok, eu acho que eu sei realmente onde isso vai dar.
Don't imagine that, Lenny.
Eu concordo com ela. Eu queria ver o trajeto. A mesma coisa com o barco indo pra Inazuma, eu queria ver o trajeto, mas só cortou. Acho que eu posso voltar com isso, não?
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Pô, é um lugar bonito. É um lugar muito bonito, velho. Eu tô vendo esse jogo carregando na minha frente, tá? Não pense que me engana. Essa coisa carregando na minha frente.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
Ah, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
Passa a vapor.
Tough job.
Ok.
Always running around and interviewing everyone.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Ih, o jogo dá teleporte sozinho, qual é? Deixa eu andar. Você tá me lembrando muito aquele item no Minecraft, velho. Quando você coloca eles, você consegue respirar debaixo d'água. Ok. Eu acho que eu vou deixar o vídeo por aqui. Nós conseguimos aí ter um bom tempo de vídeo com a primeira impressão de Fontaine. Falei que eu ia gravar 1 hora, acho que eu acabei passando. Eu queria chegar aqui dentro primeiro pra depois terminar o vídeo. Eu não sei quanto tempo ia demorar, na verdade eu nem sabia que ia demorar tanto assim. Na verdade foi bem rápido. Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. Eu vou continuar trazendo aqui mais vídeo de Fontaine. Eu acho que eu vou trazer a história completa aqui. Quer dizer, não contando a história, trazendo gameplay. Eu acho que se for pra contar a história vai ser mais um pouquinho complicado. Mas também coloque aí no comentário o que vocês estão achando de Fontaine, dos personagens novos. E estão aí agora no banner, do que vão vir também. Que vai chegar mais personagem novo, tá ligado? Chegar o que a emo aí pra nós. O gerenciamento de gema acho que não vai aguentar por muito tempo não, cara. Eu vou ser sincero com vocês. Mas é isso aí, eu vou ficar por aqui. Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. Não se esqueça de se inscrever e deixar o like. Então voltando aí agora atrás do vídeo, né? Ficou 2 meses parado. Mas a gente vai vendo aqui o que vai dar. Vou continuar novamente, eu vou continuar trazendo aqui o vídeo de história. Jogando aqui a história de Fontaine. Normalmente eu não vou trazer evento. Eu não acho que evento tenha tanta necessidade assim, pra falar a verdade. Vai depender muito do evento, cara. E a maioria dos eventos acho que agora é só pra dar gema mesmo. Vai deve ter muito do evento agora. Mas é isso aí, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Não esqueça de se inscrever e deixar o like aí novamente. E a gente se vê no próximo vídeo. Falou!